Have you ever stopped to think about how artificial intelligence is shaping our lives? From virtual assistants that know our habits to algorithms that decide what we see on social media, AI is present in every click we make. But are we safe in this new digital era? In this video, we will explore the complexities surrounding privacy, data collection, and the ethical challenges present in the use of artificial intelligence. Stay with us and discover how these innovations affect not only your life, but also the future of society. Artificial intelligence, AI, is a branch of computer science that aims to create systems capable of performing tasks that, until then, were exclusively performed by humans. This ability includes reasoning, learning, perception, and even decision-making. The definition of AI may vary, but essentially, it refers to machines that can simulate human intelligence processes. As technologies advance, AI has diversified into subareas such as machine learning, natural language processing, and computer vision. The impact of AI on daily life is already visible, from virtual assistants on our smartphones to product recommendations on e-commerce platforms. However, this transformation also raises questions about the extent to which these machines can be considered smart. Are we, in fact, just programming algorithms to follow instructions? Or are we creating entities that can learn and potentially even outperform us at some tasks? The mystery of artificial consciousness still haunts scientists, but one thing is certain. The definition of AI is constantly evolving, and with that, we need to reflect on the implications that this technology brings to society. The history of artificial intelligence dates back to antiquity, where concepts of intelligent machines were explored, but it gained real momentum in the 20th century. The 1956 Dartmouth Conference, organized by John McCarthy, Alan Turing, and others, is often considered the birth of AI as a separate field of study. During the following decades, researchers faced significant challenges, alternating between periods of optimism and high expectations, known as AI winters, where funding and interest waned. One of the first achievements was the creation of programs such as Logic Theorist and General Problem Solver. But many of these projects faced limitations that restricted their real-world applicability. With the advent of machine learning and the increase in computing power starting in the 2000s, AI finally began to demonstrate practical and impactful results. The invention of more efficient algorithms, such as deep neural networks, has led to stunning advances in speech recognition, language translation, and strategy games, culminating in machine victories over human champions in complex games. Thus, the journey of AI has shown that the visions of the past, although often exaggerated, are finally coming to fruition, leading to a point where machines not only perform tasks, but also learn and adapt based on experiences. In recent years, advances in artificial intelligence technology have been exponential. The growth of data processing, combined with the increase in computational capacity and the success of deep learning methods, have truly revolutionized the way we deal with information. Technology companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon are investing heavily in AI, using it to improve services, personalize content, and optimize operations. For example, Amazon's virtual assistant Alexa uses a combination of natural language and machine learning to understand and respond to commands, while product recommendations on Amazon are powered by learning algorithms that analyze purchasing patterns. Additionally, areas such as healthcare, transportation, and security are being transformed with the use of AI. Applications such as artificial intelligence-assisted medical diagnoses and intelligent traffic management systems are becoming increasingly popular. However, these advances do not come without controversy. Ethical issues, such as bias in algorithms and the need for transparency in processes, are becoming increasingly evident, raising discussions about the responsibility of companies to ensure that their AI solutions are fair and accessible. When we begin to trust so much in a technology that can learn and act autonomously, we need to reflect on the social and ethical implications this represents. The initial impact of artificial intelligence on society is a vast and multifaceted topic. Since its insertion into everyday life, AI has not only transformed industries, but also changed the way we interact with the world. One of the first examples of social impact was the automation of industrial processes. which brought significant efficiency gains but also resulted in mass job losses in some sectors. As AI continues to evolve, its applications are expanding from factories to our homes and offices, leading to greater dependence on the technology. A survey conducted in 2021 indicated that around 60% of participants felt comfortable using AI-based personal assistants in their homes, which is a testament to the growing trust in this technology. Furthermore, AI has proven to be a valuable tool in education, personalizing learning according to students' individual needs. However, this rapid adoption has also raised concerns about privacy and security. With the increased use of AI algorithms, the collection and use of personal data have become critical issues. Concerns about mass surveillance and the use of data without consent are in the spotlight, leading to a growing demand for regulations that protect citizen privacy. AI technologies have the potential to improve our lives, but they also introduce challenges that society must face consciously and ethically, generating a vital debate about how to balance the benefits of this technology with the needs of privacy and security. Data collection by artificial intelligence, AI, occurs in several ways, often without users being fully aware of it. One of the most common methods is through the analysis of data generated by everyday interactions with digital devices and services. For example, when using smartphone applications, social networks, and virtual assistants, users generate a huge volume of data about their preferences, behaviors, and even personal information. This data is then collected and processed by AI algorithms, which use it to create detailed profiles about individuals. Such a practice, while useful for personalizing experiences and offering more relevant services, raises significant privacy concerns. The use of cookies on websites, for example, allows companies to track a user's online activity, feeding databases that are analyzed by AI systems to offer personalized advertisements or recommendations. Additionally, real-time geolocation services share the user's location with AI, allowing them to monitor their movements and habits. This data collection is often consented, but a lack of clarity about how this information is used and stored can lead to a feeling of insecurity among users. With the constant evolution of AI and the multiplication of data sources, the need for transparent and ethical management in the collection of information becomes increasingly urgent to ensure that individuals' privacy is respected. The application of artificial intelligence in various industries has demonstrated significant transformative potential. In the healthcare sector, for example, AI is used to analyze large amounts of clinical data, helping to diagnose diseases such as cancer and diabetes early. Through the analysis of medical images, algorithms can identify patterns that, if analyzed by human professionals, could go unnoticed. This not only improves the accuracy of diagnoses, but also speeds up the treatment process for patients. In the financial industry, AI is used in credit analysis, fraud monitoring, and investment optimization, making services more efficient and secure. In the area of transport, intelligent systems manage traffic and improve road safety. Another sector that benefits greatly from AI is retail, where algorithms predict consumer trends and personalize the customer experience, offering recommendations based on previous purchases. However, the implementation of AI in these areas also raises questions about the security of the data used. In each of these cases, the collection and analysis of personal data is necessary for AI to work, leading to reflections on how to balance innovation with protecting users' privacy. Cases of data leaks involving artificial intelligence technologies have been alarming in recent years. In one notorious example, a hack of a social media platform exposed millions of users' personal information, including contact details and preferences. This situation revealed not only the vulnerability of platforms that use AI for data analysis, but also the risks of excessive information collection. Another emblematic case occurred with an e-commerce company, where consumer credit card data was accessed by cybercriminals due to security flaws in its AI-driven database. These incidents not only put users' financial security at risk, but also undermine public trust in the use of AI. Trust is fundamental, especially when it comes to managing sensitive information. The impact of such leaks is not limited to financial matters. They also open the door to identity theft and fraud. Given this, companies must strive to adopt stricter security standards when dealing with data. Users, in turn, must be aware of the risks involved in using these technologies and demand greater transparency about how their data is being treated and protected. The challenges in protecting personal data in a world marked by the advancement of artificial intelligence are complex and multifaceted. Firstly, the very nature of AI, which requires large volumes of data to function effectively, presents an immediate obstacle to privacy. As organizations seek more accurate and effective results, information collection goes hand in hand with privacy risks. Furthermore, the lack of uniform data protection legislation across jurisdictions makes it difficult for companies to follow a coherent approach to privacy management. Discussions are ongoing about stricter regulations, such as the General Data Protection Law, LGPD, in Brazil, which imposes requirements on how data should be collected, stored, and used. However, even with the implementation of these laws, user education remains a challenge. Many people are still unaware of their rights in relation to personal data, which makes them vulnerable to abuse. Another important challenge is bias in AI algorithms, which can result in discrimination and exclusion of certain groups in society. Therefore, it is crucial that companies develop AI systems that not only respect privacy, but are also fair and inclusive, ensuring that everyone has access to their data protection rights. The combination of robust regulation, transparency in collection practices, and user empowerment is essential to addressing the challenges that arise at the intersection of AI and privacy. One of the most critical risks associated with the use of artificial intelligence is the bias present in the algorithms. This bias arises from the way data is collected and interpreted. For example, if an algorithm is trained on data that reflects social or historical biases, it may continue those same biases when making automated decisions. This is particularly concerning in industries like recruitment, where an algorithm may favor candidates based on demographic characteristics rather than actual skills. Furthermore, in justice systems, algorithms can perpetuate inequalities if they are fed data that historically reflects discrimination. These consequences can affect society as a whole, exacerbating social divisions and creating unfair barriers that can be difficult to dismantle. The discussion about fairness in the application of AI is essential, and it is essential that companies developing these technologies adopt constant auditing and review practices to ensure that the algorithms are fair and transparent. Therefore, when talking about AI, we always need to keep in mind the importance of a diverse and representative dataset that minimizes the risk of bias, ensuring that all groups are treated fairly and equitably. Cybersecurity is a growing concern in today's world, and artificial intelligence brings both opportunities and challenges in this field. On the one hand, AI can be used to improve cyber defenses by analyzing patterns of behavior and detecting anomalies that could indicate attempted security breaches. However, on the other hand, there is also a risk that AI will become a tool for cybercriminals. Hackers can use algorithms to launch more sophisticated attacks, such as phishing, where fake emails are sent on a large scale using techniques that imitate official communication. Automating cyber attacks with AI can result in a significant increase in the effectiveness and speed of these attacks, making it extremely difficult for companies and individuals to protect themselves. As a result, it is crucial that everyone from small businesses to large corporations adopt cybersecurity practices that include proactively utilizing AI, but also be aware of the vulnerabilities this technology can create. Therefore, the discussion on cybersecurity and artificial intelligence must be centered on creating a safe digital environment, where innovation does not compromise the protection of personal data and the privacy of citizens. Privacy is one of the most debated aspects when it comes to the risks associated with artificial intelligence. With the increasing use of connected devices such as personal assistants and monitoring systems, the amount of data collected from everyday interactions has increased exponentially. This data often includes sensitive information that can be used to create detailed profiles of users, exposing them to potential risks ranging from harassment to information manipulation. AI's ability to process large volumes of information in real time can lead to decisions that directly affect people's lives without them even being aware of how their data is being used. In some situations, companies are able to use AI to target ads and communications so precisely that they can lead to consumer choices that are not aligned with individuals' real interests. Therefore, preserving privacy in a world dominated by AI needs to be a priority. This includes the implementation of strict regulations on data collection and use, as well as a more significant commitment by companies to ensure transparency in their practices. Acceptance of new technological services should not come at the expense of user privacy. The impact of artificial intelligence on people's personal and professional lives is a phenomenon that can already be felt by many. This technology has the potential to transform the way we work and interact, but it also brings a series of challenges to be overcome. In the professional environment, the automation of routine tasks can free workers to focus on higher value-added activities. However, this could also result in the elimination of certain jobs, leading to a restructuring of the job market. Adapting to these changes requires not only acquiring new skills, but also a deeper understanding of how AI operates and what its implications are. Furthermore, on a personal level, AI makes our lives more convenient, with virtual assistants that can manage appointments, make online purchases, and even take care of security at home. However, this convenience can lead to an over-reliance on technology, reducing human interaction and changing the way we connect with each other. It is essential to find a balance between adopting AI technologies that improve our quality of life and preserving the human interactions that are so fundamental to our social and emotional relationships. Thus, critical reflection on how AI is transforming our lives must be ongoing and comprehensive. The General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, is European Union legislation that came into force in May 2018, establishing strict guidelines for the collection and processing of personal information. GDPR was created in response to growing concerns about privacy and data security in an increasingly digital world. It applies to all EU countries and to any company that handles European citizens' data, even if the company is located outside of Europe. This regulation gives individuals more control over their personal data, including rights such as the right to access, the right to rectification, the right to erasure, and the right to data portability. Additionally, it requires companies to obtain clear and explicit consent from users before processing their data and implement security measures to protect this information. Non-compliance with GDPR can result in significant financial penalties, which can reach up to 4% of the company's global revenue. With the implementation of GDPR, Europe has become a model to be followed in terms of data protection, driving discussions around the world about the need for similar legislation in other regions, including Latin America. In Brazil, the General Data Protection Law, LGPD, enacted in August 2018 and in force since September 2020, was inspired by international legislation such as the GDPR. The LGPD establishes clear rules on how companies must collect, use, and store personal data, aiming to protect citizens' privacy. This legislation includes principles such as the need for explicit and informed consent for data processing, a clear purpose for collecting information, and the guarantee that the data subject can access, correct, and delete their data at any time. The LGPD applies to any natural or legal person that processes personal data, regardless of their location, which means that foreign companies operating in Brazil also need to comply. The National Data Protection Authority, ANPD, was created to monitor and ensure compliance with the law, offering guidelines and guidance for both users and companies. The LGPD represents an important milestone in data protection in Brazil, reflecting a growing global awareness of data privacy and security in an increasingly digitalized world. With the implementation of legislation such as GDPR and LGPD, companies are adapting to a new scenario of compliance and responsibility in data management. A growing number of organizations have invested in compliance programs designed to ensure that data collection and processing practices are aligned with legal requirements. This includes conducting data audits, mapping data flows, and reviewing agreements with third parties that handle personal data. Furthermore, the formation of teams dedicated to data protection is a growing trend, where professionals specialized in privacy are hired to implement policy and training regarding the use of data within the company. Companies are also adopting data protection technologies, such as encryption and anonymization, that make unauthorized access to information difficult. For many companies, adapting to these regulations is not only a legal requirement, but also a strategy to gain consumer trust. As citizens become more aware of their privacy, offering guarantees about data protection can become an important differentiator in the competitive market. As technology and society evolve, new legislation and regulations are becoming inevitable. Experts predict that the coming years will see an increase in regulation around artificial intelligence, as governments try to balance innovation and protecting citizens' rights. New explicit consent terms and stricter standards for algorithms that process personal data may emerge, preserving transparency and avoiding discrimination and bias. Furthermore, new legislation is likely to cover issues related to ethical responsibility in the use of AI, which addresses not only how data is used, but also how decisions made by algorithms affect society. Data protection will be an increasing priority for governments and international institutions as more countries adopt legislation similar to the LGPD. This ever-changing landscape will challenge companies to be proactive in their social responsibility and compliance strategies. Concrete actions to adapt to regulations that do not yet exist could determine the competitiveness and reputation of companies in the future, shaping consumer confidence in the digital era. Trends in artificial intelligence (AI) are as dynamic as they are fascinating. In recent years, we have seen a rise in technologies that once seemed distant. For example, the advancement of machine learning allows machines to analyze large volumes of data and learn from it, resulting in more efficient and effective systems. This has been visible in sectors such as healthcare, where AI is used for early diagnosis and personalized treatments. Algorithms become increasingly sophisticated, enabling data analysis that reflects human behaviors and trends, which were previously impossible. Another important aspect of these trends is automation. AI tools are taking on ever-expanding roles, from chatbots in customer service to intelligent systems in factories that can operate without human supervision. However, this automation raises questions. How can we ensure that the implementation of AI does not lead to greater inequality in the labor market? Today, one of the biggest bets on AI is its application in smart cities. Using technology to improve urban mobility, reduce resource waste, and optimize public services represents an opportunity to promote sustainability. On the other hand, more connected cities may be more vulnerable to cyber attacks. This phenomenon leads to a closer look at how emerging technologies should be implemented, always considering ethics and the impact on communities. As the relevance of personal data grows, it becomes increasingly urgent to develop robust security measures to protect this information. Innovations in data security, for example, have become a priority in organizations that use AI. New encryption techniques are being developed to protect the integrity of data in transit and at rest. Additionally, implementing strict access regulation and multi-factor authentication are best practices that help prevent unauthorized access. The use of AI in cybersecurity is also gaining prominence, with systems that learn to identify patterns of suspicious behavior and react quickly to potential threats. Even so, the evolution of technology creates a dilemma. While security methodologies improve, cyber attacks also become more sophisticated. Therefore, it is essential that companies maintain a constant cycle of updating and strengthening their security strategies. Thus, the sanctity of privacy can be preserved, allowing users to feel confident in using AI-based products and services, knowing that their information is protected by up-to-date and effective security protocols. The need for education and awareness is essential in an increasingly digital and AI-dependent world. Many women over 50 may feel intimidated by these new technologies and, therefore, access to clear and understandable information is crucial. Educational programs and workshops aimed at this age group can be implemented with the aim of teaching them about how AI works, what impact it can have on their lives, and, above all, how to protect their privacy. In addition to information about the risks, it is important to highlight the benefits that AI can bring, such as increasing efficiency in daily activities and offering personalization in services. Awareness of the importance of establishing strong passwords, understanding the permissions that are granted in applications, and recognizing scams can make all the difference in the security of personal data. Fostering an environment where people feel comfortable and empowered to interact with technology is critical to ensuring everyone can take advantage of what AI has to offer, without compromising their privacy. It is an initiative that requires a joint effort from educators, companies, and families, where everyone has a role to play. Society's role in regulating AI is increasingly important as the technology advances. It is not enough for just companies and governments to establish standards on the use of artificial intelligence. The active participation of society is essential. This includes forming consumer advocacy groups and engaging in discussions about policies that impact privacy and security. Popular pressure can influence governments to better regulate the use of AI, ensuring that laws not only keep up with rapid technological developments, but also protect citizens. Civic engagement is necessary so that real experiences and concerns are heard in debates about AI regulation. Furthermore, it is essential that there is transparency in data collection and use practices, so that the public can demand accountability from technology companies. Promoting open dialogues between stakeholders, developers, regulators, consumers, and civil society creates a space where fair and efficient solutions can emerge. This union can help strike a balance between innovation and protection, ensuring that the future of AI is secure and respectful of the privacy of us all. The rise of artificial intelligence presents both opportunities and challenges, especially when it comes to data privacy and security. It is essential that both companies and citizens are aware of the implications of this technology and work together to ensure a harmonious and respectful coexistence with innovations. Share with us, what story about technology and society would you like to hear? We're here to explore different perspectives on these important topics. Are we really ready to deal with the privacy issues raised by artificial intelligence? What do you believe should be done to ensure the security of personal data in an increasingly digital world? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to follow more relevant discussions about technology, privacy, and the future that awaits us. Stay tuned for the next video.